How are you doing and how have you been? My name's Tazastrical. This is Rimworld Biotech, Blood Nation, and we've got some attacks to deal with today. So, if we come and find them, we've got two sides of mechanites that are going to attack us. I haven't seen the Legionary. Hang on. I haven't seen the Legionary before, so I'm not really sure how this is going to work. A needle launcher, which if it's anything like the needle weapon that pikemen have, this could be quite devastating. I know these laser or these beam grazers are a pain in the bum to say the least, so that's going to be hilarious for us to deal with. And then we have the other side over here, which is similar sort of problem but lesser. This is going to be the first time we see our Killbox in action. Everyone is sort of brought inside. We've got Elbow with plate armor. Zeus Hammer, I couldn't actually remember what it called, so hopefully Elbow can hold the line for a little bit. I'm not really sure. Like, we wanted to do a new type of Killbox because I like every series doing a new type of Killbox just because it's something different to experiment with. I'm not sure this is it. I have no faith in this, and every time something has come like this way, we have abandoned this straight away. I like the wooden flooring so we can burn it for humans, but I think mechs are always going to be a problem. This episode, even if we get through this, is going to be incredibly difficult just because of the situation that we are in anyway. You know, this rebuild with... How much components have we got? None. With the lack of components. Still, I'm not too bothered by. It's nice to see actually we're getting blocks back. I'm just having a think. If we went melee, what would we do? The problem is Elbow's the only one that's going to be really efficient at melee. Let's pause this as we go through story time because they are assaulting. But Elbow, just because you are vampire, you have all these abilities that can get you out of trouble. You're 11 melee, but on top of that, strong melee damage. Now, you got anything super fast healing, aggressive? None of that's going to really help. You don't die. Now Holder, the problem is with Holder is you require this steel mask, which is just like just awkward because Holder is our leader. So it's like we could like Lek has good melee, but your baseliner, you don't get anything else to like boost you. Like, same with Peterson, so it makes that incredibly awkward. Okay, since there's no centipedes, are they both attacking us? So they're coming down. They're coming down. I feel like I'm going to go back to the two EMP methods. Now, I can only stun them a certain amount of times. However, just having more than one EMP I feel like is too precious. So who is our worst shooter? 7, 7. So Peterson, just because you we haven't even got another EMP. Like after all that, bruh. I mean, okay, has to be what it has to be. Elbow, do you have a shield boat? You do. Okay, come up then, party people. Elbow, as you're coming up. Go Juice. Now remind me what this does. So Go Juice blocks pain, increases movement, improves users' melee and shooting abilities. Come on down to Party Town. Right, I think we're all going to have some then. Maybe that's what we need to do. One, start buying more of it. Elbow, make sure you wait there. You're having some. Right, we're all having some. We're all having a party. Right, I mean, I've never really used it before. I've heard good things about it. We're about to find out, I suppose. Older, are you having some as well? Yep, yep, yep. Right. Elbow needs to get up there straight away. The heavy SMGs, they get mad bonus from being really, really close. You come here. You under the... Yeah, high. Cause I got high. Cause I got high. Cause I got high. I mean, it's perhaps not the time to sing.
Are you serious?
Right, that is us all coming in. The other two are incapable of violence. Alright, elbow to sit in the door. Got some shooters. Let's get the EMPs going. I know they'll take down our shield, but it's fine in this sort of scenario. I didn't like how many didn't get. Yeah, this fire is going to be an issue. Let's go combat command. Come up here. Okay, so far so good. Lek, can we move back forward? Because you do get mad bonuses. More important, the EMP doesn't go down. I mean... So I don't want to move elbow in the door, just because then more than one thing can attack elbow. In a similar sense, I don't like that they're just camping the corner. But I suppose it could be worse. Holder. Right, Kirby, what are you doing here? You could reassure everyone. No, so Kirby, area 2, angled, area 2. Just get back into the base. There's some pikemen. Why are they so slow? So far, so good. Problem is if elbow goes down. Elbow's doing not too bad. Actually, you're doing pretty amazing. Like, actually, you're doing really, really well.
Hot damn!
And EMP helps. I mean, the method to the madness. I thought this episode was going to be a bit more painful, but most damage so far has just come from that laser beam that was able to hit us off at the corner. The wall's breaking. Oh, 11 components. Thank you. Right, elbow, now you need to move just to make sure. Yep. Right, come down here, elbow. Elbow's just needed, and the Zeus hammer is just very good. Very, very good. We definitely made the right decision making elbow our melee person. I think that's for sure. I don't know if it has much impact, but we do have some venom fangs, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Like, I'm sure it's not a move that we've got to do. It just says the user can bite enemies, so like I don't know if that's just hand-to-hand combat, that option, or that can come up, but either way, it's cooler. It's cool. Vampires should have fangs. I mean,
The Golden God!
I think that went really easy, didn't it? Am I just amazing? See, that displays that it's like, this can be good. The keyword is can. What I would like to do is put some plasteel walls there and there, just because we know that's going to fall. So then if we reassure that, then hopefully it won't fall as bad. Let me just move my OBS. Go. Okay, so actually, that was done really, really quickly. We got 11 components for our trouble, and that was something going into this episode that we were a little bit nervous that we weren't going to be able to get loads of components. So actually, that gives us a bit of breathing room, so thank you very much. Like, we're able to actually treat ourselves and build some stuff that requires components.
3 words for you. Treat yourself.
The rice isn't really building up, which is agitating to say the least, because I did want to use this hydroponic over here when we eventually put it up for stuff that's not food. Seems like that's not going to happen though. I mean, we can still mine it out because we're still going to need the chunks. We've only got granite chunks at the moment. We're currently researching deep drilling, and that was mainly just to drill chunks out of the earth. Not going to lie. Okay, we've got a raid, so They will prepare for a while. Okay, just 15 humans, actually. Okay, some more up here, 10 humans. And 11. Luckily, the only human attacks that we do or don't want are ones that are predominantly melee. Do we burn this? Like, we'd get overwhelmed pretty easy. I mean, Albo is a beast. I would actually like to see how Albo continues like this, in all honesty. Have we got another heavy SMG? Because you're a bad shooter, so get a heavy SMG. What are we making over here? We're making more mortar shells. We should be using them a lot more aggressively. Like, a situation like now is probably where we should be using these. Okay, so hold up. Man, woolly, man. I don't know if it has too much impact. Shooting level. Okay. Are they coming at me? No. So I'll just put that there. I mean, that's the biggest force, so we'll target them. You'd like to think we're more likely to hit them, but these are mortars. AI mortars. Do you know what? I was just about to literally say that AI mortars incredibly accurate. As, not so much, that is good shooting.
I'm proud of you.
It's only 3 bodies that have gone down, like, you know, mind you, but thins her just a little bit. And I'm not good enough at doing stuff like this, in all honesty. This is a lazy part of my game. Right, so they're attacking, which is equally really good. Because it means we, Right, you've got EMPs. I'm sure I told you to, Because it equally means them 3 attacks then hit us at a different time, instead of all at once. So, same as before. Assault rifles back here. Heavy SMGs. I'll put you guys there. And because Lek's a bit slower, I'll push you back. Right, let's go, go, go. I'm curious to see how Albo holds this on his own. Now, the dream is to have 3 melee people there. Because that would be banging. And the more melee people, it means at some points we can then push back. Right, so here we go. So as long as Albo can hold this, our melee people are going to have, like, crazy accuracy. There we go. So held that perfect for that. We've got 1 potential person we can imprison. Definitely 7 hours. Quick sleeper. Remind me what neurotic is. I don't mind that. You can set fire, which is actually really handy for obviously burning the wood and stuff like that, so I don't hate that. Imp, remind me what else you can do. Fire resistant, unhappy. Do we like you? What do you give us? You give us cooking, and we did say actually that would be quite handy in our current situation. Okay, the rest of them are coming in, so what I'm going to do is actually get Goulds, actually Kirby's in a better mood to come capture. I think maybe we do need, this is just my thought process bouncing all around the spot, maybe we do need another rice field. Because thinking about it, we've never had a lot, the only time we have a lot of food is when we get a lot of humans attack us. Not because the rice is sort of... The rice keeps us afloat. I don't know. We'll think about it. Hopefully we can get some more prisoners. I would like to get the Hemogen farm operational. It just doesn't seem like that's going to happen. I'm just making sure Albo isn't really getting shot by us, but... That's the only problem that we're going to have with a vampire holding the line, is when they spew fire. But at this moment, we can't really worry about it. Oh. Looks like we're not having that prisoner. Didn't want him anyway. It helps the accuracy. The accuracy, because we're in dark. These heavy SMGs that stand here, we need that block moved. These heavy SMGs, 1, 2, 3, that are in 3, they're getting over 100% accuracy. They're getting added 25 because we're in the dark. And their heavy SMGs alone, let me have a look, at that range is 85%. Plus, so they're instant hits. They cannot miss. Unless, obviously, they have a debuff as well. Look, retreat. Of course you'd retreat. Of course you'd retreat. Right, let's have a look at these people over here. Health, 3 hours. We're not really going to get to you. 4 hours. Okay, that's fine. Good defense. Can we make sure we hold these components back? That would be great. And we have a little bit more food, which is very good considering our stockpile got a bit attacked. What I was thinking about is I might try and push this kill box up a little bit just to get it away from the coolers, but it's just whether that's practical or not, I suppose. But we're seeing the full wrath of Randy. Obviously, that wasn't as terrible attack as the first one. And the worst part about this all is more the back-to-back-to-back attacks. Because you see we're getting little injuries, little injuries. Them injuries just start to mount and mount and mount. And if you're not paying attention, they take you out. So Elbow, you can come off construction now. Who else did I put on construction? I think that's fine. I think. Deep drilling is done. Take Gould off construction. Research-wise, what's going to be most important for us at the moment? We need to upgrade ourselves. Does anything here help us do that, though? That's the question. Like more assault rifles. Armor penetration 16. I mean, I don't mind the combo of heavy SMGs to assault rifles we've got now, but I don't think we need to push for that. Minigun, what's the accuracy on miniguns? Not amazing, is it? It's going to be 15% at close. Plus we'd have the 25. I mean, we'd be able to push the accuracy up quite a lot, but maybe one person with a minigun wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Toxifier generators. Let's go multi-analyzer. And then we'll go from there. Right, area 1 for everyone. Got some more hill route coming in, which isn't really the be-all and end-all. I need to pause because our cook station actually got destroyed, so I need to set up the sexy gameplay of sorting all this out. So, we're going to do simple meal times 4. Do until you have, let's just say, 30, unpause at 16, right? Clear all. This is just going to be with rice. Okay. The same here. So, 30, 16, rice. As always, you make 4 meals. If you can't make times 4, you make 1. I want to prioritize you doing... Sorry, simple. I want to prioritize using rice to fill up the simple meals. If you then can't, then I am happy with you putting human meat in just to make sure we have simple meals. Just so like we have something. I'll do it exactly the same. So if it fills up with rice, which it should, then this won't be a problem. To be fair, I could just allow any meat. Yeah, I could actually just allow any meat. It doesn't really matter, does it? And then here, clear all meat. So meat's a little bit more precious to get hold of. That's why I'm sort of doing this. It's basically human meat, but insect meat we don't like. Apparently we can be picky. And then this I should actually just allow all veggies apart from a fungus and toxic potatoes because I'm not sure what they are. Cancel that, cancel that. Okay, so that's all set up. And then the next thing will be probably fine vegetarian, fine carnivore. Well, we'll try and be... So we'll try and do cook fine meal times 4. I won't do the normal one because I don't really care. And this will just be rice. Is human meat a protein? It does say protein. I mean... I'll click it. Or does it mean like this? I mean, it doesn't actually tell you what a protein is. Unless I click on it, then I've just embarrassed myself. Well, I'll click it anyway. So if you can make a fine meal, then do... I mean, we'll find out very quickly if it works. 16. Just because then if it uses human meat and rice, then it will go a little bit further. And then outside that, vegetarian fine meal, make sure you do the times 4 because it's just more efficient. I'm learning, party people, I'm doing well. Carnivore fine meal and a vegetarian fine meal. It doesn't really matter what order that's in. So this is the vegetarian. So again, not that, not fungus. I'll probably do 50 on this. Pause at 26. Yeah, any meat is fine. We can add human meat because it will pretty much just be human meat. Clear all. So 50. 26. Because I don't want, like, the 30 meals is just to make sure we have simple meals to fall back on. So, but the 50 is basically what we're going to be using all the time, which I think is much more important. Yeah, I think that's the best way I can set this up at the moment. We will want psychedelic tea at some point. Right. Transport pod. No, not interested. Seeing if there's many dead bodies outside, which there are. More components there. That in our zone. I'm more interested in getting human leather and stuff like that because that's pretty much our money maker. And I mean, we actually do have quite a few Parkers and whatnot, and out of these 33, I can definitely see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 are human leather, maybe 8. 8 are human leather as you have to hear my squeaky chair as I can't get comfortable. Solar flare takes out all our electric, absolutely fantastic. Really love that for the colony.
Everything is garbage.
Right, traps are going up. I mean, we are actually getting a lot of resources come into the colony now, which is something. So I don't hate that. Here, this needs to be chunks. Orders. All. I need all these chunks hauled. Right, mechs will get shredded when the power comes back online. Which is now. That's good timing. That's good timing.
Hot damn!
Get some human leather. fine meals getting made? Simple meal. No. Fair enough. Oh, yeah, they're getting made there. Rice and human meat, cool. Just obviously the rice wasn't available, so then they go to the next thing. But to get back on the fine meals, I think it's incompetent cook. I feel like attacked, but you know, an extra +5 on fine meals nowadays, much better. Interesting to see how much the go-go juice actually made a difference there. Obviously, I assume it made a big difference. But even without it, we land the majority of our shots with crazy amount of accuracy, so... Problem of Isabel. She is a problem. Unknown threat. Do I want to do this? No, just in case it's like a off map cluster that I have to deal with. Like, I feel like we've just about got our base back and it's still not finished. Like, it's nearly finished, but still not finished. It would be nice to actually get the outside walls going and then get back to actual thriving again. Research multi-analyzer is going to be big for us, because I am going to prioritise bionic replacements and stuff like that. Still would like some turrets over here so I can try and really dissuade any breaches and whatnot, but one thing at a time. We can't run before we walk. I mean, all in all, I am actually, like, extremely happy with the colony. Like... We're fine. Obviously, we would like to be better than fine, but... Like, Gould keeps having, like, breakdowns and whatnot, but that's just because of withdrawal. Peterson, just because you're a bit of a sex pest, and, denied joining. Oh, well... We're not a charity. I love how you've got a conscience, as we have literally got a room where we're cutting open people. And apparently we've got chickens that joined. Do we want to keep chickens? It's a question. How would we feed them? We'd have to make them kibble. Do I care? Give us the protein. I mean, no. Do I care about hunting them? No. Not all the way over there, just to kill a couple of chickens. That is a lot of food. Right, the smelter is back on to help us try and get rid of some of this resources that are just sitting around. Rice coming back in. Human leather, double click, 400 odd. Meh. We've just got to basically make parkers forever on human leather. So then when a bulk's good trader. Because a lot of these parkers, so we got poor. A lot of these not parkers then. Normal, good, normal, good. Oh, we really want to be getting on to like excellent and stuff like that. Who is our tailor? Kirby on 8 or Wooly on 3. Just trying to see what state we were construction-wise. I suppose what we could do is put Gould on 2 on construct, take Wooly off of construct. Means obviously construction tasks are going to be a bit lack, but the majority of them is just really a little bit of an outside wall, which is, you know, what it is. And a lot of that, to be fair, is because we don't have the slate blocks rather than like people being lazy-bazy. Halfway in, and actually a strong start to the episode, and we've been able to swat Randy off quite effectively. Pen needed? I mean, no. Moods are pretty good. Okay. What can we do to better ourselves? That's the question. Question here is, what do we do? I think let's not do Devil Strand. As much as I really, really, really want to do Devil Strand, I wonder if it's not the save for it. Now, Devil Strand will give you... I think it is slightly less armor than the flak stuff, but still better cost per res. I'm saying that, actually, Devil Strand is better than you realise. No, that's not worth anything. Right, let's get to mining so we can actually get some more hydroponics up. Not that we have any more components, but I'm hoping, because if we can get a I've got a shield core over here. Let's make sure we nab that. Because if we get a bulk's good trader, we're going to be laughing. Starvation, woolly, why? Why are you starving, Willie? Oh, you are coming to get a meal now. Seems very unnecessary starvation considering we've got a freezer of 65 meals. Like, pick yourself up. Like don't punish yourself. I'm sure the colony's not that bad, right?
Are we the baddies?
Yeah, Albo is definitely our new melee person, by the way. Right, Holder, can we get some blood in you? I assume it's the chickens that are getting shot at. I don't know why else we would be on speed 1. I'm assuming chickens are getting shot by the turret. God, something's happening. I assume so. Yeah, chickens are getting shot at. Which is frustrating. I wish there was a button I could just click to be like... Problem is, I always say that, and then you party people, you clever clogs at home are like, actually there is Tazasco. You don't have to actually talk nonsense, there is. Holder's having food. Albo does need blood, so wake up, have some blood. Treat yourself. Holder, when you've had this meal, I'll make sure you get some more blood as well. Because otherwise our vampires get very, very unhappy. Not just in a, I'll tell a knock knock joke and you'll get out of it. Come on, Holder, alright. Then come eat. Lek. Major break risk. I mean, there's not really much I can do while you're going through withdrawals. I mean, you've nearly withdrawn, to be fair. I've only got 3% more to go through, so actually you've done really well. So, well done. The intervention paid off, so we're all very, very proud. Very proud. Oh God, sitting on speed 1 is painful. More painful is that turret just will not kill this chicken. Kill it. Kill the chicken. Do it. Hey! See? We wished it to happen, it happened. Oh no, Death of a Rooster. I'm gutted. Sounds like a murder novel. The Death of a Rooster. Oh, maybe I should copyright that idea, because it could be like a mafia boss, but the Death of a Rooster. Because the rooster's in charge of the... Oh, you know, I've got a singing career, YouTube career. I'm going to have a book career. Okay. So we're doing this. We've got chunks over here. These are all granite chunks, though. What's coming out here? Slate chunks. There we go. Need that for our traps. That's pretty nice. Make some more blocks. I mean, it's actually... I'm actually very, very happy with this episode. What would make it perfect is if we got a trader, but to be fair, we've been so lucky with traders so far, we can't really get hung up on, you know, that being the be-all and end-all. Don't want to... I imagine... I was going to say, I imagine our colony wealth is quite low, but we do have a lot of stuff stockpiled. Woolly making a human leather parka, so we love to see that. Right, lots of slate blocks. It just gets us ready. Tantrum. You're going to destroy 10 advanced components. Rest. Absolutely not. I draw the line of that. Draw the line of that. Lord, have a word with yourself. I never know if we can just release you straight away. It's like, you are not destroying all our advanced components. Absolutely not. Then we'll just put to release, because you'll just release back to us. There we go. Cool. Like nothing ever happens, party people. You're so close to getting 100% withdrawal. So I'm just going to keep an eye on this. I hope you're not going to die when you get to 100%. That would actually be quite funny, I'm not going to lie. Like in a very twisted way, but that would be hilarious if you just died, because then we would just skin you and make you into a human leather parka.
Are we the baddies?
Another chicken getting shot. New lovers. Pearson tried to attract Gould by implying good things about his own looks. Gould became aroused and agreed to become Pearson's lover. I mean, love is ripe. Love is ripe. I have like a fearfulness that there's like a turret shooting someone of ours and I'm not paying attention, but I don't think that is the case. Yeah, very happy we got some slate blocks in for everyone. I think I just got rid of a message a bit quickly. Okay, a hen died, that's fine. Yeah, with the slate blocks getting made, because they're the blocks that make our traps. The outside wall is the only left... Like, this is the episode we needed, party people. Have we really improved our defense? I think we have improved our defense, because I always... On the hard difficulties, I'm always like, alright, how did we improve our defense today? So when we get attacked next time by Randy on this difficulty, how have we improved? And the answer probably is we haven't. However, I do believe Albo, with that melee armor, being our melee people, is probably such a big jump up that we can probably get away with that for quite a while. Now, we are in a good situation where the colony wealth isn't too crazy. So we've got that going for us. We haven't got a crazy amount of colonists. So I feel like we, you know, we've got a lot of things to smile about at the moment. Now, I believe at the point we are at now, that is going to start to sway to the point where we have a very rich colony. I don't think we're a million miles away from that, in all honesty. Like, or some excellent parkers, that's what we want. They'll give us a lot of money. But no, I think I'm happy. I would have liked more mortars. So perhaps I might have to look at doing this a little bit different. Which I could probably do now, actually. So I'm going to remove that. Granite wall, that. Because I just want a bit of protection in case or when stuff drop in. Because then we can just rush our people out and we can stand here and just catch them on the corner. I feel very strong about that strategy as a whole, in all honesty. Death of a hen. See? Could be the number 2 in that book. The first one is Death of a Rooster. Then it's Death of a Hen. The mother of the Mafia boss. Because it's... Jeez. And then, the book number 3 is The Hatchling. Like, it writes itself. It writes itself. Killing all my chickens. I feel a bit upset now. And then even research is going strong. Like, it'd be handy if we had some more construction help for Holder. I feel like The next two colonists need to either be a constructor or a cook. That would help us out massively, because that's the sort of stuff that we're struggling on. I sort of really like how quickly we wiped Randy away with them 2 attacks. Now, they weren't hard attacks, but what we had to do, especially where we came from a couple of episodes ago, is we had to recover very quickly, because what would have happened is that mech attack would have weakened us, so then that human attack could have been really devastating. And the problem is we're in a really bad situation where, as we have seen, our freezer is so vulnerable here. The amount of times enemies have crashed through the coolers, come in here and caused us all manner of hell, will eventually get us in trouble. So I think for future plans we are going to push this up, just so we can better protect this. At the moment it sort of is what it is. High psychic drone for females. I think we can probably tank that. Gould, I imagine you're no longer addicted to drugs, or you just have a small tolerance. That's fine. That's very good. I sort of want to push towards bionic parts, just because a few of us have some missing legs and stuff like that that we haven't really prioritized too much. We're going to get to a point where all the traps go up. Which then, if we get to the point, I mean, we're hauling and stuff, which means a lot of the jobs that we have, we are caught up at. So, obviously at this level, Randy can slap us up whenever he wants, but I think it's fair to say if we planned our ideal episode, this probably would be it. Now, I know I am vastly jinxing stuff, so Randy is going to, like, be writing down in a notebook in a minute. But actually, even whilst being attacked, we've shown our metal. All we need is a backup melee person. But we can get to the point where we have another vampire. I mean, could make Lek or Peterson into a vampire, but I like the composition at the moment. I like the 3 heavy SMGs that are now, with this cleared, going to be able to stand here. So they're basically getting over 100% accuracy when they shoot here. Elbow stand here. The assault rifles stand a little bit further back. Still getting crazy accuracy, and that's all because of our religion and combat in darkness. That's why we had to build this into the mountains. So that's where the idea of this type of Killbox came from. More just because how we have to play. So we just cannot fight out here. Just need to push these away from the cooler. Because it's just unfortunate how we've placed this here. But it's probably the weakest part. The problem is it has been... we have been found out for it a few times. Okay, so some more slate. What I would like to do, some migrating animals I don't really care about. What I would like to do here is actually nab this steel. Not in high demand for steel. Psychic drone is ending. Yeah, it didn't really phase us. We're in a really good state. Right, we are starting to build up the stockpile though, so we do need to be a little bit wary. Death hen. Every time a death comes down, I just panic thinking I haven't done a zone properly and someone's gone wandering. Right, so we got a little bit of steel in our colony, because I like having a little bit there, just because when we need stuff. There we go. And just replace all this. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. These are just basically bedrooms ready for when we get people. But, I mean, at this point, we've just got a fetish with cutting people up, draining their blood, stuff like that. Right, 2 people on research is actually really good for us. Albo hasn't really got a passion for it, but you're 7 skills, so have at it. All the traps are made. I mean, we've still got these outside that need to be built. Granite chunks, delete that zone. Lek, destroying weapon. I mean, prefer you not to bother. Oh, I can't be bothered to click each one of these details and select the radius, in all honesty, so you'll squeeze me if I don't do that. Right. Death of a hen. Malnutrition. It's not my fault. I need to shore this up, because if we get an infestation and this is like this, we're going to be in a bit of trouble. Let's go granite, granite. Is this silver? Can we mine that, please? Just casually increase the wealth. As I've literally, like, I just contradict myself. As I literally say about not increasing the wealth, and then I just constantly keep doing it. Right, 3 levels of doors, and then no infestation will get out. That'll be absolutely fine. I really think I need to reinforce this, but as long as we burn them really, really quickly, we should be fine. Okay, that's that. What I would like to do is just build one wall there, because our plan is to burn these, so if infestations pop here, just to break line of sight just a little bit would be great. Another death. Fine. Death of Rooster number 2. Don't think that would make a good book title, but I'll have to run it by my author. I've already got an author, come on. The minute the idea came out of my head. Bang-a-lang-em. To be fair, I'm waiting for... Oh, whoops, I clicked a message. I assume that's just, yeah, Death of the Hen. Right, so with that wall being moved, I'd like to move that up. Yeah, now we can get some more in. There we go. So a bit risque in the sense of if we get attacked, but getting 4 mortars up, I think we can all agree, is just going to give us a little bit of punch. So hopefully, if we get ourselves in a situation, and we can get 1 more mortar there. So if we get ourselves in a situation where we get a mech cluster come down again, we can mortar them into the floor. So all swings and roundabouts. I would like to put some shelving in here for the mortar shells. The reason why I'm not going to is because this room is so vulnerable to attacks. We would get decimated if our mortars were on a shelf here. The amount of times we've had enemies in here, I don't really want to risk that. We need a multi-analyzer. Have we got the stuff for it? Is the question. We just don't have the components. So let's queue it in. If I go floor... Well, the next research we're going to do is sterile tiles. What are we doing? Like, do we need more rice? Unless I do the hydroponics here, and I literally do half of it rice. I would like to do drugs so we can start producing drugs on a consistent basis. Because I feel like this colony needs to be heavy drug users. Not only for the memes, but for the good times. Like, who doesn't like drugs? Do you know what I mean?
Mary, Mother of God.
Flash storm. Medicine, how we doing? Yeah, we're actually stockpiling a bit of medicine. Who would have thought it? 2 colonists need death rest. Let's allow it now then. While stuff couldn't go better for the colony, I see no reason why not to do it now. I mean, we can always wake them, which is handy. It's not great because they get a big debuff for it in their health. But the fact that we can wake them if we get into like immense trouble means we don't have to really debate it too much. I would like to put the crematorium on, just because we do have a lot of tross. We will have to watch the power, so we'll probably turn it off at night. But look how quick, look, bam, 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 get rid of it, get rid of it. Like, this is what you want. This is what you want. This is the quickness. Strike them with the quickness. So good. A lot of this, I assume, is tainted and stuff like that. No, it's just random stuff that we're already wearing. Yeah. It's just getting rid of all that useless stuff. Which we do need to do, so I am happy with it. It's getting night time, so I will turn it off. We're not storing enough power at night to really be like risking it too much. Let's turn the smelter off because we're not using it. And then we just need more components for the multi-analyzer. I mean, we could keep mining down here. Because we don't really care about infestations or anything like that. 10 by 12. I mean, well, we do, but we don't. Right, so mine all that. Flips, a bit boring. Glad we turned off the smelter and the crematorium, so that's fine. Well, I need this sort of like the same, otherwise my OCD will go crazy. 12. Then we go to that. 12 in the middle. Disease, animal, flu. Didn't realise. The chick that had the flu. Could that be a book? Maybe not. Right, so we're going to mine in here. This will be the last expansion to our bug box. I don't really care how big it is because we'll have the resources to be able to burn this. So I'm not too worried about that. With making it bigger, I probably will at some point put some more walls here. That's why I'm very slow at worrying about mining this steel out or anything like that. Because it's just going to mean if we get dropped with an infestation, we're going to be in a little bit of trouble. I wouldn't mind going on a component hunt. So I don't think we've done a lot of mining outside our base. I feel like, as I said, we're not raising our wealth, but let's come get that silver. Let me just check that was silver, yeah. Let's come and get that silver. So we'll prioritise grabbing that. There's some steel over that, but we've got enough steel. We're not really powering through steel at the moment. I can't see any components that are really close by. Eclipse is ending, which is helpful. Luckily that was in night, so it's not too impactful for the colony. Components there, but obviously we have that mech cluster that we just can't be bothered to deal with at the moment. Some components over there, but they're quite far away. Okay. We haven't got any ancient dangers or anything, so there's probably going to be an ancient danger somewhere in here then, I imagine. I'm pretty sure every map that the human player can come on does have them, so... Right, so we got that queued up, that's fine. We are starting to get people bored. We've struck... Ah, isn't that perfect? Look at that, party people.
Hello there.
Love that for us. Love it. Doesn't happen too much in Rimworld, but when it does happen, luck like that, it's lovely. Right, sterilise now. We're shooting through the resources. Let's get prosthetics done because we need the prosthetics done before we do bionic parts anyway, so we might as well do that now. Why are we on speed? Oh, because chicks are getting blasted, which isn't a euphemism. Unlucky. Poor chick, never stood a chance. Hemogen, 2.1 days. Sorry, not Hemogen. Death Rest, 2.1 days left. Elbow, 2 days left. Cool. Yes, we need to get them a proper Death Rest room. Quite sure. We could probably do it up here. Don't want it to be outside. Actually, they've dropped in us. Dropped in on us there. We could do it here. It's sort of makes sense. How many bedrooms have we got free? So we've got 1 bed free. It should be only 1 bed free then, shouldn't it? 1 bed free. I suppose there's no point even worrying about it now, because to really get the boosts, we need blood and components, or hemogen packs and components. We ain't got either of them. Now we have got components coming into the colony. Well, a couple is going to go into repairs. I would love to have enough to get this multi-analyzer going, because especially now we've got 2 people on research full time. Because I'd really love to get the bionic parts on. Okay. Because we've got all the plans actually set in motion when we think about it. We are getting a stockpile of rice. Because we're going to have this here. I think we will do Devil Strand. I think. I don't know, notes on a postcard. But I think Devil's Strand is too strong not to do. The problem is we're always going to get human leather, but it's like, no, I don't know. I'm just sort of talking out loud. We're really bored. Just want these components now. I might manually... Right, Wooly, I need you, or would like you... do that. We need 8 more components, correct? Yeah. Get 2, 4, 6, 8. That'd be perfect. Who do we appreciate as... Astical!
The Golden God!
You know it's true. Right, and who is our constructor? Good. We'll wake you up to do this. Cool. Happy with that. Then we can get... Well, I have to go fabrication, which is probably much needed, because then we're actually going to be able to make components and get components. Where are we going to put the fabrication bench? Well, we're just going to have to clear out more of this. So let's turn... It's nighttime, but let's turn the crematorium on so we can actually get rid of some of this. Mainly just because I want to see how much free space we've actually got in here. That's done. Let's go fabrication bench. We haven't even got a medical room, which I think is a massive misstep on this difficulty. Okay, here we go. A raid right at the end. How bad is it? 33 humans. 14. Not terrible, not terrible. I'd be more concerned if they were melee. I think it's going to be same as before, being able to camp here. It's going to be better because we don't have the blocks, so therefore the heavy SMGs can move up forward a little bit. They will prepare for a while, so we'll just make sure we're staying inside. I'm not going to use the Go Juice this time. I might just use it on Albo, like our melee guy. 14 hours left. We were so close to actually completing a death rest. Okay, I really was hoping that their death rest would be done, but it sort of is what it is. I'm wondering whether we try... There's quite a few of them. You know what we should be doing? But I just am going... Right, wake now. I'm just going to... we need to do this because the only problem with the amount of numbers they chuck at us... is if too many people come in the kill box. So we're going to have to adjust this slightly. If too many come in the kill box, then the game will just push them through our people. Whether... Was there a tox gas in that one? Was there? Interesting. Click this. Very interesting. But remember to use tox gas, because actually tox gas is so good. And especially if we can give them negatives to stuff and we've got positives, it's sort of like a no-brainer to do. I'm just pausing because I'm a bit sadistic and I do like watching the mortars shoot into them. That is the bigger group, so it makes sense to target these. If they're going to prepare... Oh, they're already attacking. Can we get some mortars? Terrible. Okay, let's grab everyone. How much go juice have we got? Tons. Elbow, wake now, confirm, come do go juice. Holder, blood feed, Woolly, come over here. Lek, over here. We need to move quick. Peterson, over here, quick. You, let's move quick. Holder, draft. Guess what? Quick. Elbow's Elbow got enough time to get go juice? Should be okay. Let's go. Holder has got combat command and we'll use it because we've got no reason really not to. Yeah, we find that Elbow's speedy as anything. What I will do is, Elbow, on your way past, can you do blood feed? Combat command. I'm up here, Holder. No, we ain't got enough time. I was going to do your tox pack. Don't really have the time. You come... Woolly, come here. Did you get... Right, got a little bit of blood. Move up. Perfect. Yeah, the problem is because they're all going to shoo down this small little bit. We're going to get rid of them too slow, aren't we? I mean, the problem is because if there's too many people queued up, the game will just physically push them through. So it just creates this awkward little backlog, but I guess we'll find out next time, party people. If you got to this part of the video, leave a like, leave a sub, leave a comment. And I'll catch you next time, party people. Bye!